Can you see my quiz now?
Yes.
So so this is will be the first we will review the quiz, and then second we will review the exam. Okay. So for this quiz, did you look my email? Yeah. So all you can see the course announcement. Okay. So this one, so when we will get any question like this, you will see two questions in your next one in the review. Okay. So first we will find out what is the mean. So the mean for this one is 30 days. This is a quiz. Yeah. And then you have your standard deviation is 5 days. So that is the two useful information you need to solve this problem, right? So so now we can do something like this. We can make a small drawing here. And we know our mean is 30 and our standard deviation is 5 days. So the first question we're going to solve is what is the estimated duration if that is will be 17.7 percentages confidence that the duration will not exceed. So will not exceed it means it's less than it, right? So you will find a P, the duration for what is less than what is going to be duration less than a number here will be equal to 77 percentages. So given the 77, this is a probability. We are going to find this. We are going to find it in the table. Right? We will find this 77 in the table. So to look at the 77 in the table, so we are going to find it like here. Do you guys see this one? Let me zoom in here. So this is the number 0.7 and the number is 4. So you find the x here. Okay, this one, I'm referring to this one. So from the table, you find the x is equal to 0.74. Is that correct? Okay, so now you found the x, then you can find the duration. Your duration is equal to your mean plus the x times with your standard deviation. Then you get a 30 plus 0.74 times with 5, you get what's the number? Seven is here.
I got 704. I think you put it 74.
I put the 74 is because the x is equal to 7.4, 0.74. This is the chart we're looking for.
Yeah, we're looking for the one that's closest to 0.77 and 0.7704 is closest.
So this is your 770 percentages. You are using this 770 percentage to find the x because your equation is this. Your duration is equal to those. So you need to use the x times with your, how many times of your standard deviation is the x means. So you get 30, this is your days. So this is your days. So for your calculation, you need to round up this one to 34 days. You can, yeah, and then what you do? Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 That is wrong.
No, don't turn it into a decimal.
Just don't ignore it. Just find the number.
Just okay.
You're finding
You given a 77 percentages that is belong to those number. And this number is X. Those outside is X. You're going to use these percentages to find your X.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so that's for the question 1, which is an easy way. You are given the P and you're going to define your X. And the next one will be looks like different because you already given the date. You given the date, you need to find the X. You find the X, then you are using the X to find the P. It's different. Okay, let's do the second one. Any more question for the question 1? No, okay, let's do the second one.
The duration was X times what?
Standard deviation. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And make sure you have this, when you're getting this 33.7, make sure you round up it because when we do the calculations, we need to using the whole days, right? All right, so let's move into the second one. The second one is finding the probability. In the question 1, we're giving you a probability, right? For the second one, we are going to finding this one. So you are finding the duration will not exactly 38 days. Then that question is P, the duration less than 38. And what is the probability looks like, right? This is what we're going to find for this question. So I'm changing another color to make its difference. So to do this, we needed to find in the X, right? When we find the X, then we can find the probability in the table. So to determine the X, we're still using the same equation here. We're still using the same equation, right? So your X is equal to your duration minus your mean divided by your standard deviation, right? So you will get a 38 minus 30 divided by what? 5, right? You will get 8 divided by 5, you get a 1.6. Is that correct? So you're finding the X is equal to 1.6. Where is X equal to 1.6? It's over here. Is that correct?
Yes.
So am I in the yellow color? Yes. Then you find your P is equal to, and then find the P is equal to what? 0.9452. So you get a 94 52 percentages. Okay. Any question for this? You good? Thank you. All right. So let's move into the third one. So the third one is the probability that the duration will be more than 35 days, right? So the duration will be more than 35 days. Let's take a look at this drawing here. You have your 30 and you want to do 35 and then the duration is more than 35 is referred to here, right? Is that correct? Look at my drawing here. Is that correct? So it's the duration is more than 35, which is this part. Which is this part, right? So this will be equal to 1 minus the probably the duration less than 35. Is that correct? So we are going to using this one to find this one. So this is P less than 35. And that is a P more than 35. Putting the two together is 1. So if the question is to finding this one, the P less than 35, is that easy? That is really easy. That is using X is equal to 35 minus 30. divided by 5, you get a 1. So basically x is to 1, then you're finding the p is equal to here, right? 0.40130, right? And then you can get in, this is equal to 1 minus this number, right? Then you have the number for here is what? So 1 minus 18,430 is you get a 0.15187 is equal to 15.87 percentages. You got it, this one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is that easy?
Wait. I got the 8040.13. And then after you go to the chart.
You got is this part. We are looking for this part. The two part putting together is 1.
So it's just 100 minus.
Yes, yes. You're using 1 minus or 100 minus is the same thing.
So what did you say that?
It's just 100 minus 84.13.
Okay.
That's how we got that missing section.
Yes,
Okay. So that's how we did what 15.8.
Yeah.
yes.
If you want, okay, 156.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Friday.
All right, so are good with this question 3? All right, so we're moving to the question 4. So the question 4 is regarding the duration will actually more than 25 days. So if you're looking for this, the drawing will be looks like this. You have 30 here, more than 25, right? So we have 25 in the middle here. Then we are going to looking for this part. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So if we do this, remember I told you the left and the right is the same thing. So we need to mirror. Thank you. So we need to mirror to this part. Here is 35, right? Because the difference between these two is 5, between these two is 5. So we are actually looking for
20 and 40.
I'm doing this question. Yeah. Okay, so let me move in this drawing to here in case you. So that is better. Okay, so we are looking for the P. The duration is more than 25 is actually equal to the P, the duration less than 35. Is that the same thing? From the drawing, is that the same thing? The 25 blue and the 35 green, is the same thing because the mirror, right? So do we get this one already? We get this one already is equal to 0.184, right? We already get this one, which is come from here, right? You're finding the x, and then finding the p through the table. Now you're getting this one is equal to what? 18.4 percentages, 30, right? So that is what we're going to do for this one. Very, very easy. So let's take a look at the fifth one. I'm changing another color. So that will be something between 20 and 40, right? Are we looking for this part? I'm on question 5 now. So this is the duration between the 20 and the 40 days. We have the middle here is 30. So how can we do this one? So this is will be equal to the P during more than the 20, less than 40 is equal to the P duration less than 40 minus the P, the duration less than 20. Is that correct? We are using this part minus this part, right? So we can easily find in this one because this is two times difference to the standard deviation to the left to the right of the mean. But this is what happened? But this is 20 is less than this 30, which is the left side of this mean. We need to mirror it. Is that correct? We need to mirror it. Is that correct? Same as we did here, right?
Yes.
So we need to mirror it. So we need to mirror this part to here. Is that correct? So if we want to mirror this part to here, that means the P, I'm writing here, okay? The P duration less than 20 is equal to P the duration more than 40. Is that correct? Because here is 10 difference, here is 10 difference, right? The P duration more than 40 is actually equal to 1 minus the P duration less than 40. Is that correct? So then we will have this one is equal to the P, the duration less than 40 minus the P, minus 1 minus P duration less than 40. Is that correct? Right? So we switched this one using that one. So this is equal to putting this one here, less than 40. Right? Okay, so if that is correct, then we continue work on this one. That is equal to 2 times of the P duration less than 40 minus 1. Is that correct? Is that correct? Just mathematically is correct, right? Now we are going to find the P, the duration less than 40. So we are going to use 40 minus 30 divided by 5, you get a 2. X is equal to 2. If X is equal to 2, then you are finding it is here. So then finding the P duration less than 40 is equal to 97 percentages, 72, or 0.9772, right? Then you put in this one back, you will get 2 times 97.72 percentage minus 1, you will get,
Why did we multiply it by 2?
because
Sides?
here is minus, then you have plus. So you have 2 times of the p, the 2 together. 2 of these putting together is 2 times, right? Just mathematically. Or you can put in number in, you can find the same thing.
Wait, is that 97 point
72.
97?
97.72.
It's 2 times 97.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get 95.44.
2 times 97.72 minus 1.
Mm-hmm. Or minus 100 is same thing. If you prefer 100 percentages, is the same thing. Mm-hmm. Which one?
So you did 2 times 97.72%.
The one is
100. Like percent.
So it's always going to be 1.
the one is because you have 1 is equal to p less than 40 plus p more than 40. That is why 1 comes from. Because you have all this whole chart, and the less than 40 is, and then this is more than 40. And those same put together is 1. Okay. I mean the 1 here is 100 percentages. I use them 1 is easy for see. Okay. So that is question 5. Any more question?
No, that was
Any more question? So you don't need to multiply by 2. You just need to put in the number to here. You are getting the same thing. If you put in the number in here, you get the same thing.
right. I didn't even write that whole equation. I
Mhm.
just got 94, not 90, whatever.
95.
Yeah. No, I got 0.9772.
0.9772 is only these parts.
Right, and then I multiply that by 2.
Uh-huh. And then minus 1. Yeah.
Is it multiplied by 2 because on the chart 0.977?
No,
Is that-
no, it's not. So we multiply 2 is only because you. So this one is p less than 40 minus 1, and the plus p less than 40.
Plus,
If you remove those block,
right, but they're there. Don't those work as parentheses?
if you remove this process, yes. If you remove this process, so negative times with positive, you negative. Negative times with negative, you get a positive. So you have the 2 times of this minus this negative sense. You don't believe that?
No, I didn't say I don't believe it.
Okay, let me
Negative 1.
let me write it. So this is equal to p less than 40 minus 1 plus p less than 40. And then equal to 2 times p less than 40 minus 1. This is the same thing,
Right, because there's 2 of them now.
right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So any more questions? Good. So you won't have those challenges in your exam, but this is for your quiz. Please crack your quiz, okay? Okay. So I'm going to